The Domestic Violence Action Center, aka DVAC, is an amazing organization that serves survivors of domestic violence. And starting a new chapter of leadership with DVAC, we have with us CEO Monique Ibarra. Monique, good to see you.
Yes, good morning. It's good to be here.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
You know, Living 808, we've covered DVAC before. It's such an honor to partner up with you guys. For those who don't know too much about you, could you tell us a little bit about your background and how you came to work for DVAC?
Sure. So I have a background in social services, and I've been doing this work for over 20 years. But my background starts with a story, and it's my own personal story, whereas there's a time in my life when I was going through a situation, and a coworker of mine said, "Monique, I think you might be in an abusive relationship," and gave me a phone number that I could call. And so I called that number, and it was life-changing for me. I received information that really opened up my mind to know that I was in a situation that was dangerous. I called the hotline, they gave me information, and they gave me help. And I had hope for my future. And in that, I was able to actually move forward in my journey with education, to start in the social service field to help others.
Well, yeah, it's so awesome because look at you now, you know, giving back to the community, which is actually going to bring me to my next question. What is unique about DVAC, in your opinion, and its role in the community? And could you tell us a little bit about the impact DVAC has on the community?
Absolutely. What is unique about DVAC is, first of all, we've been in the community for over 30 years, so well-established agency, and 100% of the clients that we serve are victims of domestic violence. And so that might seem sad at first because there's so many individuals who are suffering and going through abuse, but it's so good in that we're able to actually target and pinpoint the work that is done for survivors of domestic violence to get them the help that they need to be safe, to have a better quality of life, and to heal from the trauma that they've endured.
You know, let's piggyback on the role, you know, DVAC has in our community. Why is it so important and crucial?
It's so important because domestic violence is in every single one of our communities. It's not only in areas that might have poverty. So there's some misconceptions and some myths about domestic violence, but it's in every one of our communities. And so because of that, DVAC works to bring awareness and training to our communities to help our communities to know what is domestic violence and what can they do about it.
Right. And speaking of doing about it, just kind of like what your coworker, you know, was doing, how she had your back. How do we know if someone is a survivor of domestic violence or could be at risk?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And that's often a question that we ask ourselves in the community. Domestic violence is just a very uncomfortable thing to think about. It's very uncomfortable to talk about. Yeah. But sometimes in our workplaces or in our families, maybe even our churches and any areas, we can see some signs that are happening. Perhaps somebody's behavior has changed. Maybe you have a best friend and she's not talking to you as much as she used to, or she's not going out with you like she used to, or she's afraid on some level that if she goes home late, she might get in trouble, so to speak. And so there's signs that we can look at to say something's just not right here.
Yeah.
And we could offer helplines or information to them to get that help and see if there's services that they might be able to utilize.
For sure, for sure. Okay, so with that being said, what are some actions that we should take?
Number one action is to believe her. Now, some statistics actually is about 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men actually will experience domestic violence in their lives. And so that's a lot. That's probably, of the friends that you have, one or two of them have experienced or are experiencing domestic violence. So we talk about it and we ask them how they're doing and build that relationship. It's important to have those conversations.
Okay, well, good to know. And this is going to bring me to my last question. What are some barriers when it comes to seeking help for those experiencing domestic violence?
One of the greatest barriers is stigma and shame. It's really difficult for somebody to say, hey, I think I might be in an abusive relationship. And what we do is, what we can do as friends and family is say, I'm here for you. I'm going to see what I can do to get the help that you need. So the first barrier is stigma and shame. And then the next one is the trauma that somebody might endure. And sometimes there's financial challenges. we could offer assistance such as our helpline at DVAC, which is 808-531-3771. Call a helpline, call a domestic violence agency to get information about what you might be going through, what that person might be going through.
Perfect. Well, a lot of great information to know. And Monique, on behalf of Living It Away, thank you so much for coming on. We love partnering up with you guys and helping to get the information out there. And as always, you guys, we're going to have more information on KHON2.com. Thank you so much, Monique.
Thank you.
All right, you guys, stay with us. More on Living It Away when we return.